for April. It's No Man's Sky again for the second time. The game's too much.
Now,
We barely.
today, guys, I wanted to just make a video about No Man's Sky and just, uh, just about how much of a letdown it is, you know? Like, I found myself, don't get me wrong, the game has got potential and it is good in some parts, but just everything they're shown and talked about, it's not there for me, you know? Like, watching videos like this, like IGN made here, like, of different, of gameplay of it, and they did like 21 minutes, and they did all sorts of different videos about the game and stuff like that, and then hear them talk about it back then, I was hyped for it. I was really hyped, Let's have a little listen.
What you're asking for, a little bit of how it plays.
Yeah,
kind of like an average, 20 minutes with the game on.
Average, that's probably what I would call the game, to be honest.
I know this sounds bad maybe, but like on an average planet, right?
Right.
So this is like a cold planet?
Yeah,
right.
bottom left. It looks, a little chilly, 163 below
yeah.
Celsius.
Right. We'll do a Fahrenheit version for you guys, right?
I appreciate it.
Like, watching them play here, like, walking around the planets and talking about it, it's like, wow, this game, wow, It's going to be amazing, just exploring this planet, all these things happening, and, like, they showed videos of, like, I'm on a random planet, and got these massive animals, and things like that trailer they showed with that tropical planet, and something like this, I would say, but the huge animals and variety walking around, it's like, wow, I'm going to experience that all the time, and it's not the case. Most of the planets are barren, boring as fuck planets, Let's have a little listen a bit more.
We Americans appreciate it.
So I guess the thing I wanted to show people
bearing in mind this is an old video, this is from April.
Maybe is the kinds of things that you do. So that you explore, you fight, you try and survive, and you trade as well in the game.
Because that's really been, I don't want to say necessarily a big criticism of the game so far, but you've shown it in such small chunks that,
right.
And people are so excited by the potential.
But they've shown it in such small chunks. Do you know why that is? It's because that's all the game is. There's just nothing there. You find yourself, when you first start the game, it's like, okay, this is cool, You can explore infinite amount of planets. Name them anything you want, discover species, fauna, discover all of that. But after the 4th or 5th planet, you kind of think to yourself, well, is this it? Is this all the game is? Where's the... Yeah, it's procedurally generated, but there's just not enough variety for me. Like, everything's the same, You get a little bit different. You get... Put it this way, you get, just say, this creature here, you can see here where my mouse pointer is. You get that, okay? Fair enough. You go on another planet, you get the same creature, but that horn's missing. And maybe them stripes are missing. It's just the same thing. It's just boring, They kind of lied about the game in a way. Like, oh, everyone's in the same universe, and that's not the case either. Some people met up and they just didn't meet up, and it was different. Let's have a little bit more of a listen.
Us included, otherwise we wouldn't be here for you with a month again, another month, but people want to know, what do you do in No Man's Sky? So,
nothing. What you do in No Man's Sky, you discover planets that are exactly the same, a different colour, different shade, the same trees, them trees are the same. It's, you know what I mean? Oh, it's either a barren planet with a bit of, like, log or whatever sticking on. All you do is discover planets, constantly, monotonous, just doing the same thing over and over again,
So the one thing most people know is explore, right?
Yes.
And that's the thing about the game. When you land on a planet like this, you're the first person who's ever been here.
Right, because everybody...
It's good enough saying you're the first person on the planet and then what you can do is explore it. But the thing is, there's nothing on the planets. You can discover outposts and stuff like that, like upgrade points, but they're all the same. They're just all, the layouts are the same. Maybe it's a little bit different, like this console's that way around or that's that way around. But they're just all the same. It's as simple as that. They're all the same. the relics are the same. You get like, I think there's about 10 different variants or some shit, and then you just find the exact same ones. A ball comes out of the ground, or a cube, or whatever. But yeah.
Everybody that plays the game is in the same universe, but starts in a random different
Okay, this bit's interesting. Everyone's in the same universe, but starts in a different place. Let's hear what he says.
place, right?
Right. And so you're exploring in a really real way. So like I've just...
Right, so he skips that question. I'm not trying to demean this guy, because he is kind of really good. You know, he's made this game, and it's a brilliant concept, you know? It really is, but saying that you're in the same universe when you're not, it's just wrong, you know?
just found this relic, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go over and interact with it. And relics are left by like ancient races, okay?
Interesting.
This one will teach you an alien word, and I'll show you while you want to know one later on. But it also gives you a little bit of like almost interactive fiction, okay? And in that way, I happen to know what the right thing to do there was, because I made the game. And I've chosen to sleep in front of this monolith, and that heals me. So the game and the planets are full of these kind of little mysteries, right? And you work them out and you begin to learn more about the lore of the game, but also how the systems work and how it works on a particular planet. So for this...
Well, that's not the case either. If you want to learn these languages, it's going to take for fucking ever to learn. You learn one word or something, you go to a different planet, or you completely basically finish a solar system, whatever. You go to another planet, there's another alien race to discover. So if you don't want that, you have to stay in this system. Or move on to a system that has the same word, like civilization. But it's just not worth it. You find yourself getting bored so easy in this game. Like, you're on a planet and it's like, I want to leave this system now, go to another one. And it's just the same stuff. What else can I say? It's just a letdown. It really is a letdown of a game. And I'm really disappointed. And I bought this on PS4. I bought this game on PS4. And I really wish I'd never. I wish I'd bought it on PC so I could have got the refund. Because I would have refunded this game, and it's just not what they said it was going to be. Let's skip in and have a little look at some more.
Trade with them. A cool thing about bases like this is
You
sometimes
say you've got these bases here on the planets, but they're all the same.
they're occupied.
Nice. Hey, an alien.
So I'm going to save my game, and that's another cool thing that you can do in a base.
Yeah, I've never actually saw one of these save points.
You kind of have to fight for save points like that.
So you'll just respawn back there if you happen to die out in the
Right.
wild?
Yeah. And so this guy talks to me in his own language.
And I actually had died on a planet, and I spawned back at a space station, so I didn't actually spawn back with one of these, but I don't know if that was just me, but I thought I'd say that.
Which I don't know just yet, but I could learn words like I did at the monolith.
Right.
The more I understand of the words that he's using on me and the way he's talking to me, the better I'll be able to interact with him. The better I interact with him, the higher my standing gets with that particular race. And different races have different attributes. So some are scientific, some are kind of...
Let's just skip in a bit more.
You can do it. Or not.
Yeah, that didn't... And now I can summon my ship.
Sweet.
I've never had this either.
And this is a Korvax ship. So just like that guy I was talking to, that will have been bought from one of his race. And they're assigned...
Anyways, I don't want to drag this out too much, but yeah, it's majorly disappointing. I wish I'd never got it, to be honest. You know, I wish I'd saved that £50, what it is on PlayStation. Fucking 50 quid. And got Deus Ex on PC, which I wanted. I could have spent that money on that. But instead I bought this game over the hype, and yeah, that's just killing me for gaming it with it. It's the hype for games, and I buy these games and I'm disappointed. So yeah, I don't know what to say. It's disappointing. It's not a terrible game, but it is in a way. If you go into this game thinking this is going to be an amazing exploration game, it's going to be endless fun, it's not. It isn't. It gets boring fast, and yeah, it's just a boring game. You know, wish I'd never bought it. probably better to watch than to buy. Kind of like the DayZ type of thing. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the game, and I hope it helped. And if you don't like the video, fuck off. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, just my opinion. And I think a lot of people are thinking that too. And the PC port was absolutely terrible, apparently. I think they fixed it now, but yeah, it was terrible. But yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll put up on a video soon, and yeah, see you in a bit.